Have you ever felt the electric tension of being close to an older woman, wondering exactly where and how to touch her to create something unforgettable? For many, this remains a mystery, an untapped secret. But the truth is, when you know the right places to touch, you don't just create attraction, you awaken something deep inside her, something she thought was long gone. Today I'm revealing 7 powerful touch points that can make an older woman feel an intoxicating mix of desire and enchantment, pulling her toward you in ways she never expected. But here's the catch. This isn't just about physical touch. It's about understanding the psychology, the emotion, the subtlety behind every connection. Because the right touch isn't just felt on the skin, it lingers in the mind. Picture this. You're the man who knows exactly how to awaken feelings she thought no one could ever stir again. And while every touch on this list is potent, the first 2 can send shivers down her spine. But the final touch? That one has the power to leave her utterly hypnotized by you. Before we dive in, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss insights like these. Now, let's begin. Touch number 1, the lower back, the silent language of protection. At first glance, the lower back might seem like just another part of the body. Nothing special, nothing remarkable, but that's where most men get it wrong, because this small, often overlooked area holds an incredible power. A power to subtly ignite desire while making her feel deeply secure in your presence. Now, imagine this. You're walking side by side through a crowded space. The air is thick with movement, voices blending into a blur of background noise. Then, with effortless ease, your hand lightly grazes the small of her back, just for a moment. It's barely there, yet it speaks volumes. It's not just a touch, it's a silent message saying, "I've got you. You're safe with me." This isn't about control, and it's certainly not about dominance. It's about subtle leadership, a touch so natural, so fluid, that it feels like second nature. Whether you're guiding her up a staircase, helping her into a car, or moving through a bustling crowd, this one small gesture creates an invisible thread of connection between you and her. But here's the secret. The way you touch matters. If it's too firm, it feels intrusive. If it's too fleeting, it loses its meaning. The key? A light, deliberate touch, one that lingers just long enough to make her feel protected, yet free. A touch that whispers rather than demands. And here's the real magic. When done right, this simple gesture will stay with her long after you've removed your hand. A subconscious reminder of the man who made her feel seen, cared for, and undeniably drawn to him. Touch number 2. The nape, the hidden key to deep intimacy. Some touches spark attraction, others awaken something far deeper, an almost primal response, bypassing logic and going straight to emotion. And few places hold this power quite like the nape of a woman's neck. This delicate, exposed area is a silent invitation, one of the most sensitive and intimate parts of her body. A touch here is more than skin deep. It's a whisper of closeness, a gesture that lingers in her mind long after your fingers have left. But there's a fine line. Done right, it sends shivers down her spine. Done wrong, it feels intrusive. Picture this. You're standing close, the moment between you thick with unspoken tension. The soft curve of her neck is right there, a symbol of both vulnerability and elegance. Then, with nothing more than the tips of your fingers, you let a feather-light touch graze the nape. That's it. Just a fleeting second. Yet that single moment carries more electricity than 1,000 words ever could. This touch isn't about pressure, it's about suggestion. You're not claiming, you're inviting. A barely there caress, a subtle brush of fingertips. And suddenly, she's left wondering, anticipating, craving. It's not just about where you touch, but how. The lightness, the timing, the near imperceptible way it happens. And here's the secret. The best moments are the unexpected ones. A brief touch as you lean in to whisper something. A soft brush when tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. Or the lingering trace of your fingers when pulling away from a hug. These are the touches that stay with her. They create an unspoken promise, leaving her wanting more. But let me ask you this. What if you could create this same effect with just words? Imagine sending a single text message and igniting an unstoppable desire in her mind. A message so powerful, so psychologically irresistible, that she can't stop thinking about you, even if she has a boyfriend. Sounds impossible? It's not. If you're ready to unlock this secret, click the first link below. But be warned, once you send this message, there's no going back. She will crave you, she will chase you, and she won't rest until she's yours. Touch number 3, the arm, the silent catalyst of attraction. Some touches demand attention, others whisper it, and few are as deceptively powerful as a simple fleeting touch on her arm. At first glance, the arm might seem insignificant, a neutral, everyday contact point. But in reality, it's one of the most effective ways to establish connection, warmth, and undeniable chemistry. Now, picture this. You're deep in conversation. The air between you hums with unspoken energy. The eye contact is unwavering, the words flowing effortlessly. And then, in the middle of that exchange, your hand lightly grazes her arm. Just for a moment, long enough to be noticed, but brief enough to leave her wanting more. It's subtle, natural, but electric. This isn't about possession. It's about presence. A soft touch on her arm while emphasizing a point. A light brush of fingers as you lean in. Each movement reinforces the connection without saying a single word. It tells her, I'm here, I'm listening, I'm present. And that's rare. The beauty of this gesture, it works anywhere. Whether you're sitting across from each other, standing side by side, or walking together, the arm is always within reach, always ready to become a bridge between the physical and emotional. And here's the real test. Watch how she reacts. If she subtly leans in, if her posture softens, if her eyes hold yours a second longer, you've just created an invisible thread of intimacy, a silent spark that tells her she's safe, seen, and undeniably drawn to you. Master this touch, and you won't need words to deepen the connection. The moment will speak for itself. Touch number 4, the knee, the subtle spark of unspoken desire. Some touches are bold, others are whispered promises, delicate yet powerful. And the knee? It's one of the most unexpected yet undeniably effective ways to build an unshakable connection when done right. Now, imagine the scene. The room is dimly lit, the atmosphere effortlessly intimate. Maybe you're watching a movie together. Maybe it's a quiet evening with a glass of wine in hand. Conversation flows, the world outside fades, and in a moment of effortless connection, your hand lightly finds its way to her knee. Not forceful, not demanding, just there, present, reassuring. At first it seems simple, but the impact, immediate. A well-placed, soft, fleeting touch on the knee isn't just a casual gesture, it's a bridge between physical closeness and emotional intimacy. It tells her, I'm here, with you, in this moment. It's not about pressure, not about control. It's about creating a connection so natural that it feels like second nature. The key? Subtlety. A gentle presence, a lingering touch, not an aggressive grip or an attempt to dominate. This isn't about making a move. It's about making her feel something. A delicate balance of warmth, care, and effortless attraction. And here's what makes it even more powerful. It can happen anywhere. Sitting close together at a restaurant, sharing a quiet moment at the movies, or simply walking hand in hand, this touch is both casual and deeply personal. It's an invitation, not a demand. And when done right, you'll notice something fascinating. She leans in, her posture softens, the energy shifts, and suddenly, that simple touch on her knee becomes the start of something much deeper. Try it and watch how a single, subtle touch changes everything. Touch number 5, the waist. The unspoken invitation to deeper intimacy. Some touches ignite attraction, others pull two people into perfect sync, creating an invisible yet undeniable connection. And the waist? It's one of the most intimate yet effortless ways to establish a bond that lingers long after the moment has passed. Picture this. The music sways, a slow rhythm guiding your movements. She's close, so close you can hear her breath catch in the air between you. And then, without thinking, your hand finds its way to her waist. Not forceful, not demanding, just there, offering presence, protection, and a whisper of something more. In that instant, everything shifts. This isn't just a casual touch, it's a silent language of connection. The waist is a uniquely sensitive area, responding not just to touch, but to intention. A light yet deliberate touch can evoke anything from comfort and trust to undeniable desire. It's not just about what you do, it's about what it makes her feel. But here's where most men get it wrong. It's not about control. A touch on the waist should never feel restrictive or possessive. It should feel natural, effortless, and inviting. Whether you're guiding her through a doorway, pulling her in for a photo, or sitting close on the couch, the way you touch defines the energy between you. Software deliberate, unrushed. A gentle touch at the right moment signals protection, confidence, and an unspoken understanding. And if done right, you'll notice something powerful. She leans into you, not just physically, but emotionally. Because in that moment, she doesn't just feel your hand, she feels your presence. Master this touch, and she won't just feel safe with you, she'll crave being close to you. Touch number 6, the hands, the silent confession of desire. Some touches excite, others reassure, but the touch of hands, it's different. It speaks in a language that doesn't need words, a language of warmth, connection, and undeniable attraction. Imagine this. You're sitting across from her, eyes locked, lost in conversation. The world around you fades, the hum of distant voices dissolving into background noise. And then, without thinking, your hand reaches for hers, not as a move, not as a test, but as something completely natural, something effortless. Her skin is soft beneath your fingertips, and in that fleeting moment, she feels it, the security, the presence, the unspoken promise. It's not about gripping, it's not about control, it's about creating a space where she feels seen, protected, and deeply valued. This isn't just an act of holding hands, it's an exchange, a delicate balance of confidence and gentleness, a subtle signal that says, I'm here, with you, fully present. And that's the kind of presence that lingers. But here's the secret. It's not just about the moment, it's about how it happens. Whether it's a brief touch as you guide her across the street, a soft hold while sitting together, or a casual brush of fingers that leaves her wondering. When done right, this gesture doesn't just connect your hands, it connects your emotions. A simple touch, yes, but in the right moment, it's unforgettable. Touch number 7. The wrist, the unspoken invitation. Some areas of the body respond instinctively. A light touch, a fleeting moment of contact, and suddenly, everything changes. The wrist is one of those places, soft, delicate, unexpectedly intimate. This is the spot where a simple touch can send waves of anticipation through her. Picture this. You're close, closer than before. The air between you is thick with something unspoken, something neither of you wants to break. And then, almost absent-mindedly, your fingers trace the inside of her wrist, a place where the skin is impossibly soft, where a pulse beats just beneath the surface. That moment, it's electric. It's subtle yet deeply personal, a gesture so refined yet powerful that it leaves a lingering presence long after your hand has moved away. And if you take it one step further, a soft kiss on the wrist, just light enough to barely be there, yet potent enough to make her breath hitch. Not forceful, not hurried, just a slow, deliberate whisper of intimacy. But here's what makes it even more powerful. It's suggestive, not possessive. A promise, not a demand. It teases the possibility of something more, while keeping her in the moment, savoring every second of the anticipation. Try it. Watch her reaction. Because this isn't just a touch, it's an invitation. And when done right, she won't just feel desired, she'll feel captivated.